Way here, umpire Ian Clayton comes in to start. Big roar from the crowd. It'll be Simon Madden and Deer in the ruck. Free kick straight away being paid, and it'll go against Trevor Spencer.
Spencer over the top, very, very solid then. Tucky's even shaking. They're going to give the ball to Greg Deer.
I think Tucky might have a broken nose. He got one in the grand final. Straight away, swab onto the right boot, down towards centre-half forward. Up high, Hamilton from behind, and he takes a strong mark.
Hamilton now. He's got the 15-metre penalty. No one on the mark. Goes long in towards the centre of the ground. Deer is there, coming through as Salmon. Can't get the ball. It's on the ground, picked up there by Watson. Kick towards the half-forward position. Oh, good mark in defence there. Collins over the top.
Collins, Hawthorn out towards the wing position. Curran Duckworth off the hands of the pack. Good play by Ed Considine. Kicks in towards the centre of the ground. Coming through as Williams for Essendon. Gets the quick kick in. Salmon comes through. Collins knocks it on cleverly to Izzard. Izzard has no one in front of him. Runs into the open goal. Full points. First score to the Bombers. Kevin, good reading of the ball off the pack there.
Yes, Allen's very good at that sort of thing, running on past, reading the ball off the pack in a manner sort of similar to Kevin Bartlett in days of old, but very good goal, and the boys ran it forward well, starting at around about the half-back line with Eddie Considine's manoeuvre.
Umpire Clayton about to bounce the ball again now. They've only played about a minute and a half in this, the first quarter. Big tap there by Madden. Goes down to Danaher. The Bombers in attack again. Williams has the ball. Kicks in towards the pocket. In defence, Abbott. Salmon beats him to the boundary line, but it's bounced just inside. The lines have virtually been washed away here. It rained here this morning, and so it's going to be difficult for the players to see where the boundary line is.
Throw in about 30 metres around from the Essendon goal. Salmon with a great tap. Timmy Watson's grabbed the ball. His kick is just offline, or was it marked just inside the line? It has been by Gary Ayres. Hawthorn's best and fairest award winner last year. Ayres kicks up to half-back. Deer from behind. Madden over the top. Good play by Deer. Finally comes out. Condon. His long kick. Dixon rather up towards Morrissey at full forwards off the hands of the pack. Wallace knocks the ball through, and it's Hawthorn's first score, one behind, and they trail by 5 points, 2.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Kick out now by Anthony Danaher. Nearly to the centre of the ground. Marvellous kick off the hands of Curran. Ball's gone to Spencer. He's thrown to the ground. Brereton meets his opponent very solidly. Di Domenico on the run. Lines up and goals.
Danaher gets a free kick in the centre of the ground, pushed in the back by Ray Jenke. Danaher quickly looks for Salmon, up high, couldn't take the mark. Good play by Ayres again. His kick's up towards the wing position. Duckworth comes in, quick kick around his body up towards the half-forward flank. Bounces just inside the line in front of Spencer, and it'll be a throw in about 45 metres round from the Essendon goal.
So in now in the Essendon pocket. Abbott and Salmon do battle in the ruck. Tap down, very, very well done there by Salmon. Pushed to the ground, free kick over the shoulder to Williams. Only be about 30 metres out from goal. Daisy Williams, who already seen one Essendon Rover score a goal. Williams shouldn't be too troubled from this distance. Good kick. Straight through. The Bombers hit the front. 2 goals to Hawthorn, 1-1-7.
It's another good goal there for Essendon, and they're moving the ball into attack very well. Daisy did some very hard work below the pack and was rewarded with a free kick and a very straight kick for goal.
The Bombers 2 goals straight, lead by 5 points as Izzard kicks up towards Salmon, but Jenke coming across the front of the pack takes a fine mark. Handballs quickly onto Swab to the dashing Di Domenico. The kick's the shocker, but it finds Platten bursting through centre of the ground now, kicks long, looking for Paul Deer. Good play by Keane, but the umpire's pulled out a free kick. And it'll go to Deer for holding the man. Paul Deer has got the chance here to put the Hawks back in front. He's only about 15 metres out from goal on a tight angle. We're right behind it here, so it's a good camera shot. Kick on its way. No,
Over very...
7 points the difference now. Hawthorn rebounding very quickly after the goal to Williams for Essendon. Punch out of the centre. Platten, who's been busy, over to Buckenara. Tackled from behind by Hurd. Brereton goes in. Picks it up very casually. Cops one around the head from Duckworth and will take the free kick. So Dermott with his first kick of the day. Kicks up towards the pocket position. Finds Platten all alone once again. About 15 metres away from any Essendon player. So he's been very loose, Kevin.
Yes, he's moving into the forward line there well, making it hard for his opponent to keep up.
Players go to ground there, and coming through is Dippy Domenico, ridden into the ground, will get the free kick. Dipper's about 55 metres out here, 60 metres out. It may be too far. We're going to find out exactly how far. The breeze across the ground here, playing to the outer side, but Dipper now lines up with the Hawks 3-1-19, leading Essendon 2 goals. Big punch away there by Madden. Walsh tries to intercede. Dixon is chasing the ball, gets the hand pass out cleverly. 2 balks here.
To get the ball and kick a good goal.
Back to the centre now. Deere gets the ball, taps it to ground.
Morrissey's first goal of the game gives Hawthorn a 13-point lead as Thompson, the 1987 best and fairest winner for Essendon, kicks forward. But that kick was over the head of Salmon and marked there by Abbott. Abbott, as we said, celebrating his 23rd birthday, kicks it towards the centre of the ground. Curran there. Over the top was Walsh, couldn't take the mark. Good play by Considine off the pack, chips in forward. It's over the head of Spencer. Ayres couldn't take the mark. Salmon coming through. Williams picks up, overruns the ball, in fact. Knocked out by Curran towards Dippy Domenico. The umpires picked out a free kick. He said throwing the ball. Might have been a bit dodgy, that one, Kevin.
Yes, that was a little bit ticky touchwood, as they say. But you've just got to make sure that there's no doubt in the umpire's mind that the ball was a handball, and in that case it was. So the free kick's been awarded.
He obviously went to tap it on. Maybe the bounce here on the AstroTurf came up too high and it looked like a scoop. Williams now from 40 metres out has decided to go short and finds the fish. Salmon marks 30 metres out, directly in front, maybe 45 by the time he kicks this. He's nearly walked back to the centre of the ground. Paul Salmon lines up.
22 goals this season after a couple of mixed seasons after his knee injury. Started off in sensational form. He's only 22 years old still. Comes in, drop punt on its way. Umpire runs across, it's only one behind, so Essendon let Hawthorn off the hook on that occasion. They go to 2-1-13, Hawks 4-1-25.
Well, the crowd obviously thrilled with the Japanese commentary. Maybe they don't know what happens when it goes outside the big sticks. The kick out. Dippy Domenico taps on. Bomber Thompson is met solidly by Curran. He taps in the direction of Schwab. Schwab kicking the ball along the ground, finds Morrissey. Morrissey met solid. Thompson kicks it over his head and into the stand. Now it's over the line though. Free kick right down below us here. It's like Morrissey with the ball. Now it's Curran.
Curran, long kick up towards full forward. Brereton jostling for position. Off the pack, Hurd. Chips forward looking for Duckworth. Ball over the line and out of bounds on the full, however. It'll either be Buckenara or Dermott. It's Dermott. Brereton will take the free kick. Going back, fancies himself from the boundary line. Hard was Duckworth. Jenke leads the race for the ball. Handballs to Dippy, who's playing at half back. He's tackled and there'll be a throw in on the wing position, the outer side of the Yokohama Stadium here in Tokyo, Japan. Very important to get the first kick out of the centre. It's only a kick and a little bit further for a goal. Spencer over the top. Buckenara reads the play well. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Considine underneath the ball and takes an easy mark.
Plays on, nearly caught, gets it in towards the centre and punched away there by Platten. Right over the top of Hamilton. Hamilton plays on. 3 Hawthorn players tackle him. He kicks short. And rather freakishly, I think, finds Thompson on the half-forward flank, but a long way out. He's kicked long. He's looking for Salmon. Salmon gets the ball. It's punched away. No, the mark is going to be paid. Paul Salmon, he's only about 20 metres out here because the goal square is only 5 metres. It's not the normal 10 metres out. So Paul Salmon about to get Essendon back into it. They're trailing by 4 goals, and they've only played 12 minutes into this quarter. At 25-minute quarters, and there'll be 4 of them as Paul Salmon comes into line-up. 14 minutes gone, and he's kicked a goal. It's Essendon's third.
Yes, good straight kick from Paul Salmon there, and quite a good mark. It was, as you can see, the ball there moving through. Yes, very good style, and caught the ball rather low to the side of his body. Quite a difficult position to do it in, and took it quite well.
Okay, umpire Ian Clayton in the middle of the ground, bounces the ball again. Deere goes for it, but the tap down is by Madden. Ayres kicks towards the wing position. It's going to beat everyone over the line, or is it? No, Bomber Thompson gets it out very cleverly to Keane. Keane on the left foot, centres it. Brilliant play by Salmon. What a mark!
Great mark.
It's got to be paid. He had 3 opponents, and he beat the lot.
Yes, terrific mark from Paul Salmon, a very juggling mark. It was good work by Bomber Thompson on the boundary line there to actually get the ball off to Gavin Kane. Bomber had Dipper there bearing down on him, and it was quite good play, and did the hard work there to get the kick forward.
Well, Salmon lining up for his second goal of the quarter. Very important one for the Bombers. 44-19 the scores at the moment. False start by Big Paul. We've been playing 18 minutes into this first quarter of Aussie Bowl 87. Drop punt. On its way, umpire hasn't moved. That's Salmon's second.
Hawthorn into attack through Schwab. He kicks long in towards the full forward position, and Paul Deere spills the mark in the pocket. 7-2-44 Hawthorn, 4-1-25 Essendon.
Once again, Hawthorn straight out of the centre, Kevin.
Yeah, moving it forward very well out of the centre. Really needs to be a bit harder work there from the Bombers to try and stop that.
Throw in, Paul Deere gets the tap. Good play by Anthony Danaher. Kicks up towards half-forward, Schwab underneath it. Punched on by Spencer. Keane under the pack with the left foot kick up to Thompson. Spills a chest mark, should have taken it. Tries to knock on. Dipper grabs it from behind. Schwab with the handball out towards Ayres now. Ayres with plenty of time to kick forward. Looks for Morrissey. Danaher has to sit from behind. Morrissey uses his body well. Izard with the blind kick out as a beauty, and finds Terry Danaher at half-back.
Certain amount of excitement then. I think the Japanese commentator managed to recognise Dipier Domenico. Kicks long in towards Salmon again, and Salmon is on top of Abbott. His birthday, he's having a dozen of them, Paul Salmon, at the moment. His kick has been blocked, though. Hawthorn get it out through Condon. Condon over to Schwab. Schwab short to the wing position, and Greg Deere's mark. Countdown, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, 25-minute quarters. We've played 20 as Greg Deere kicks long into Hawthorn's attacking zone. Curran lines himself up, straight through his hands. The ball goes to Morrissey. Morrissey misses it. Comes down here. Essendon under a lot of pressure in defence. Out to Buckenara. The short kick goes out towards Curran. Curran balks 2 players. Gives it over here towards Condon. He's kicked long, but inaccurately, 1 point.
Yeah, the Hawthorn boys seem to be more of them around the ball. They must be running to the competition better than the Bombers, and if that doesn't change, they may bode ill for Essendon later on in the game.
Anthony Danaher about to kick out. Only played 4 games in 87 after a stress fracture to the foot. Kicks out towards the wing position, down off the hands of the pack to Williams. He's grabbed too high. Play on, says the umpire, paying the advantage rule. Bad bounce for Hawthorn there, allows Terry Danaher to kick over his shoulder. Abbott goes in, he gets a bad bounce as well. Bomber Thompson now, the long handball over the top. Salmon into the open goal, can he pick it up? He does, full point, Salmon kicks his third. The Bombers move on.
Thompson doing some good work there on the pocket, getting the ball over to Salmon, who's kicked another goal.
Well, Salmon doing a very good job for Essendon, and the Hawks have now got a problem, and the problem is, what do you do with Abbott? Do you leave him there? He's kicked the last 3 goals.
Yeah.
32 points the difference. Madden over the top. Walsh goes in. Coming through is Duckworth for Essendon. A long high kick out towards the half-forward flank position. Ball bounces over the line. out of bounds. Those marks you can see on the ground there are from the baseball diamond here at Yokohama Stadium, permanently painted on. Throw in about 40 metres around from the Essendon goal. Spencer and Ayres. Ayres does well, but it comes through to Williams. Williams with the left foot, kicks up high, but the siren's gone. And at quarter time here at Yokohama Stadium, it's Hawthorn 10-3-63. Essendon 5-1-31, 32 points of difference at quarter time. Watching back to Terry Danaher, a bit of experience there for the Essendon side. Danaher's kick isn't good, but it finds Duckworth on the wing position. He's tackled by Schwab. Going in hard now is Considine. Buckenara meets him solidly. Hurd over the top, Madden, Considine and Spencer. Spencer now, handballs out towards Timmy Watson. Watson with the left foot kick puts Essendon into attack looking for Salmon. Abbott over the top, Izard over the top of his head. He goes over the line and out of bounds. The Bombers trail by 31 points just into the second quarter.
Unusual occurrence here, 3 minutes into the second quarter and still no goals scored. There were 15 goals scored in the first quarter of this match as the ball now in possession of Sullivan. Sullivan taps the ball. He's got it again. Spencer hit it straight on his chest and he gets it out towards Hawthorn, who get it out of defence, and it comes straight towards Daisy Williams, 50 metres out. He's gone short. Chance here, no, tapped away. Williams follows up. He's got the ball. No, he's been thrown to ground, and there's going to have to be a ball up here about 30 metres out.
Free kick, I think, Tony. Around the neck, is it?
Yeah, free kick to Darren Williams here. He was grabbed too high as he went in there. Good play by Williams, though. Kevin, his left foot pass wasn't a good one, but he backed up well.
Yeah, ran on forward following the flight of the ball, and once again at the bottom of the pack, receiving a free kick for his work.
Daisy Williams, who's kicked 1 goal for the game so far, lining up from only 30 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Bombers need this one. They trail by 31 points. Williams' kick is off the side of the boot, just gets in for a behind, so a costly miss there to the Bombers.
It's a badly needed goal there for Essendon. It was strange. Darren is normally quite a good kick of the ball, and on this occasion, not the case.
Right, the ball out in the hands of Spencer now. He gets it over towards Watson. Watson gets boot to ball. Essendon into attack, but it's punched away there by the Hawthorn defence and over the line, about 40 metres out in the deep pocket here. Hawthorn defending very well. Essendon cannot score. They're obviously a lot keener to do well in this quarter, but they can't get goals on the board. As the throw in now, Spencer goes up, but the tap down's by Greg Deere. Free kick is going to go Essendon's way, and it's going to go to Billy Duckworth. Be pleased about this one.
Billy getting some hard balls now and starting to pick up a few kicks by putting himself in, and that on that occasion quite good work.
Billy from about 45 metres out from goal, kicks well on his way. It's a good kick. Essendon's first goal for the quarter. 30 points of difference after Dixon kicks his 4th goal. Madden thumps it clear. Keane over the shoulder. Essendon into attack now. Izard up high. Comes down. Thompson bursts his way through. He's tackled by Ayres. Once again, Dippy Domenico off the half-back line. Bursts through. His best on the ground in this game last year. His handball goes to Whitman. Whitman's long kick forward. Danaher from behind punches the ball over the line. It'll be a throw-in. About 35 metres out from the Essendon goal. From the Hawthorn goal, rather.
Good punch from Anthony Danaher on that occasion. When the ball's moving in that quickly, it's always good to kill it if you can.
Boundary umpire throws it in now. Paul Deere in the ruck, taps it in the direction of Morrissey. Morrissey takes his time getting rid of it. Platten's there, so too is Duckworth. It's gone to Hurd. Bad hand pass. Dixon makes the opportunity again, and has he kicked it? No. 1 point.
Certainly proving to be a danger player up forward there for the Hawthorn side.
Yes, Shane Hurd has his hands full at this stage, and hopefully he can reverse that situation, or Dixon will end up with a bag.
He's already got 4, so he'd be pretty happy with that effort.
Up towards the wing position. Madden flies high, takes a strong mark. So Big Simon, who's been one of the features here in Tokyo, they've featured his high marks a lot on the television. Up forward, Spencer can't take the mark. Coming through is Keane for Essendon. Runs into Ayres. Ayres picks up, but the umpire says he'll have a bounce. About 45 metres out from the Essendon goal.
Peter Gehry calls the action now at centre-half forward. for Essendon. 11.470, 6.339 as the ball comes back. About 16,000 people, maybe 15,000 people here. Could even be more. Overcast sky as the lights are on. Ball goes to ground. And the tap comes down there by Sullivan, but it's Collins who comes out of defence and kicks towards Ed Considine. He taps the ball on a little bit further. Whoa, a solid bump there from Brereton. And has he taken the wind out of him? Hamilton comes in, remonstrates with Brereton and says that was unnecessary. But that is probably what the crowd has come here for.
Very solid bump there from Dermot Brereton. I'm not sure that Eddie actually saw it coming.
It was a bit off the ball, that one, about 5 metres after the ball went past. But Considine, good kick. Doesn't look like he's affected him too much. Up forward, Keane takes the mark, but the umpire's pulled out a free kick. It'll go to Keeble. Keeble in his first game for the Hawthorn side goes out wide towards Dipper, who's had a free rein off half-back. His bullet-like pass hits Brereton on the chest.
Dipper still running on and looking for the open spaces, but Brereton thinks he can kick it. He's about 45, 50 metres out on the boundary line, but he's gone straight in towards the full forward position. Paul Deere up, can't get it, goes to ground. An attempt at a kick there, but he couldn't get the big boot to ball.
Duckworth's relieving kick for Essendon goes out towards half-back. Thompson goes in, he's pushed in the back. The umpire says the ball has gone over the line. There'll be a throw-in about 45 metres out from goals. So Hawthorn 11.470, lead Essendon 6.339. We've been playing 15.5 minutes into the second quarter. Madden's tap comes down to Danaher. Quick kick up towards the wing position. Keeble in position for Hawthorn, takes the mark. Our umpire says it was a line ball decision there between Keane and Keeble, and took the easy way out and decided to bounce.
It looked more like Keeble's mark, but Gavin Kane had the front position, so probably a wise decision on the umpire's part.
Clayton, a bad bounce, goes down towards Williams. Williams gets the hand pass out. Here's young O'Donnell. He gets it onto the right foot, and it's found the chest of Thompson. Thompson goes back, looks for a player, sees the lead out here. It's by Chris Danaher, but the man in front is Dipper Domenico, and he's going to get the mark. And Dipper at the moment is playing extremely well. He's gone straight down the ground and found Tuck. 8 kicks by Dipper Domenico. Tuck now about 55 metres out. He's a prolific kick getter and a wonderful kick too. And Eddie, what chance has he got of kicking this one?
It was probably a little bit too far out to score on this occasion, Tony. We'll kick from about 60, 65. He's going to back himself in with the torpedo. It's a beautiful kick, right to the teeth of goal. Offline, however, through for one behind. Tuck's been a bit quiet after he copped that heavy knock in the face right in the opening bounce, Kevin.
It might have taken him a bit of time to recover, but that was an excellent kick. The torpedo isn't one that's used often these days, and to get them to come off is quite unusual.
Anthony Danaher finds Terry Danaher in the pocket. Essendon out of defence now. They're going to go into attack. He's kicked in towards the centre of the ground. The tape is coming off Considine. The ball's gone to ground. Coming through again is Dixon. He's playing a top game. Brereton has used his weight. Shot offline. It was Buckenara then who popped it in, but offline. Hawks getting a little bit offline. They're going to 11.6 to 6.339 Essendon.
33 points the difference. Danaher's kick comes out and Hamilton takes the mark. Been playing well at centre-half back. Hamilton's kick up towards Izard, who's flying high all the time. Recovers well. O'Donnell goes in. He's tackled. Good tackle there by Collins and Hawthorn. He'll take the free kick on the wing position. Players have a minor remonstration there. Collins, with the aid of a 15-metre penalty, should put the Hawks right into the square. Decides to go short across ground looking for Dipper Domenico and finds him. Dipper once again well clear. Kicks wide. Buckenara makes the lead. Duckworth right on him, but Buckenara does it well. Chips it back into Whitman. And they've just gone 10 metres and Whitman takes the mark.
So it's Hawthorn now with an opportunity to score because he's only about 35 to 40 metres out. He's on an acute angle, deep in the pocket. Whitman kicks long, right into the pocket. Brereton sets himself a marvellous mark from behind by Simon Matt. Can he climb it? Brereton's not happy. Danaher comes in, pushes Brereton in the face. Couple wrestle there. Simon says, I'm going to play on, and gives it over to Williams, who goes for the run.
Williams now decides to take on Buckenara. He's caught. Play on, says the umpire. Going through hard was Brereton. It's on now. Dermot's on the bottom of the pack, and the Hawthorn boys go in.
And the whole...
Essendon try to even up a few scores now. Japanese crowd are going wild. They came here to see a gladiator sport, and the first sign of violence, they're certainly getting up to their feet.
It's Still about 4 or 5 players on the ground at the bottom of that pack. There is absolutely no player in position. Every single player, 30 players, involved in that push and shove. There might have been 16,000 people sitting down here a moment ago, but they're all standing now.
I think it was only a push and shove incident. I can't see the umpire taking any numbers, so I think it must have just been a bit of show, or just the boys showing the flag a bit, I think.
Well, Dermot Brereton's ended up with the free kick. He'd be lining up from about 40 metres out from goal. Hasn't kicked a goal yet, Dermot. He's kicked one, rather. Coming in. Drop punt on its way. It's offline, however. Kicked across the ball and through for only one behind.
He's a very valuable player at centre-half forward, Dermot Brereton, using the weight so well and pushes people around, and that's excellent play for a centre-half forward.
Essendon put the ball back into play. Keeble misses the mark. It's in the true centre half-back position. Tuck gets the hand pass. It's gone to his opposition, though, and they've gone into attack. Great mark in defence this time here, though, by Abbott. Abbott goes towards the flank. He's looking for Dippier Domenico. He can't trap the ball. Coming in to tackle him as Kane. Dipper throws off 2 opponents, gets the ball out again towards Abbott. Abbott goes long, down towards Dixon here. Coming through very cleverly was Morrissey. Over the top of Platten goes Hurd, and the ball's come to Tuck, and into attack go the Hawks.
Tuck up towards centre half forward. Considine from behind for Essendon. Clever play, handballs back towards Williams. Williams gathers in well with the one hand and has a bounce and streams through the centre of the ground. He kicks long up towards the half forward line. Brereton, Dippier Domenico from behind, couldn't take the mark. Umpires picked out one, however. Hawthorn will be able to relieve through Keeble.
Good mark from Keeble.
Izzard and Dipper just swap a couple of formalities then as the ball's gone out towards Greg Deere. He's got the tap in the direction of Tuck. He's got plenty of time. Puts it onto his right foot and kicks it into attack. 2 kicks and you nearly cover the ground here, maybe 3. The ball down to ground here. The pace is from Buckenara, but Hurd beats him and taps the ball just over the line in Hawthorn's attacking zone. Well, in the first quarter we saw 15 goals scored. In this quarter we've seen 2 goals scored, and they've been playing for 17 minutes in this second quarter, so the players have really settled down, and it's a goal-for-goal action now. Considine tried to get the kick, it was smothered. Players diving on top. Comes out to Danaher. Danaher's kick up towards Williams. He's tackled by Deere. Quick hand pass out from O'Donnell. Comes out to Sullivan. Sullivan using strength, has a bounce and takes on Keeble. Met solidly. Play on, says the umpire, and there'll be a throw in. He was knocked over the line. Thrown on the half-forward line for the Essendon side.
Very strong work from Dave Sullivan there, pushing people out of the way as if they weren't there.
I think he shouldn't have gone for the bounce, though, at that stage. Hawthorn now into attack, comes into the centre of the ground. Dixon, possibly best on the ground. He's kicked 4 goals, he's been in everything, and he's playing an extremely good game.
Dixon's kick, long, but to nobody in particular, and Danaher takes the mark. Anthony Danaher, quick hand pass onto Considine, showing no ill effects from that heavy bump from Brereton. Kicks forward, and Chris Danaher takes the mark at half forward. Right, 3 Danaher brothers on the ground today. He's gone into a look for Izzard, but beaten by Collins. Good play, Collins. Collins towards the centre of the ground. Dixon in front again. It goes over the back to Considine, and he's put the ball back into attack. Ayres loses the ball in the lights. Comes down now for Essendon's Bomber Thompson to put it in forward. Abbott can't get the ball. Here's a chance for Hawthorn. He's going for the boundary line, though. He says he has 2 Essendon players in front of him. I'm looking for safety.
That was probably a good option to take there from Ray Jenke. It's if there's no one out on this side of the ground, but the ball's come in on the other side, then go for the boundary.
Throw in. Abbott gets the tap. Coming through hard was Danaher. Players dive on top of the ball, and there'll be a ball up about 20 metres out from goals. Hawthorn 11-7-73, Essendon 6-3-39. We've been playing nearly 20 minutes into the second quarter. Bad bounce allows Danaher to come in. Chris Danaher, clever handball out towards Keane. Keane snap towards goals, across the face of the goals, and over the line and out of bounds. On the full, Keeble will take the free kick for the Hawthorn side.
Keeble now, as an excited Japanese audience, waits for Keeble to put the ball back into play, and what's he done? He's found the boundary line, but I think he's going to have to take his kick again because he never went over the mark.
Yeah, the ball must be kicked over the man on the mark. That's the rule in that situation, and Keeble neglecting to do that, so the ball's brought back once again.
There'll be a few Aussies in the crowd here, but there's about 16,000 very confused Japanese wondering why it went back. This time he goes for the centre of the ground. Two Essendon players. Good mark. Good mark to Terry Danaher. He rose over the top of Simon Madden on that occasion. He's taken the mark about 65 metres out.
Terry Danaher ignored a few leads there. Saw Tuck kick a long torpedo before. This one is a wobbly one. His 7th kick for the match. And Abbott takes the mark. Players not grabbing the ball too cleanly today. Shouldn't be any worries playing on the AstroTurf as Abbott kicks in towards the centre of the ground. At the back is Terry Danaher, and he'll have his 8th kick.
Right, Essendon back into attack now as he goes to the half-forward flank, finds O'Donnell. He was pushed in the ground, pushed in the back, he took the mark and he got both. 15-metre penalty, is it? No, there's no one on his mark. He can line up here from wherever he likes. He's kicked a good kick too. It's offline.
The lead as Tuck gets a handball on towards Platten. Platten with the left foot kick up forward. He's flattened after he took the kick. There'll be a free kick to Gary Buckenara about 20 metres out from goal, and that was...
Let's go back out of defence now towards the wing. Up there is Deere, but the man in front is Ayres, and he's taken the mark.
Gary Ayres going back, wearing the runners on the AstroTurf. Good torpedo punt up towards full forward. Brereton up high, can't take the mark. Off the pack was Morrissey, but he didn't get a foot to it, and it's through for another behind. So Hawthorn move on to 11-9-75. They lead Essendon 6-4-40. And we've been playing 22 minutes into the second quarter.
Tuck in front takes the mark. 3 grabs, he's got to be paid it. Duckworth had a chance there for a while. Or was it Hamilton? But the mark is going to be paid here to Tuck. Will he go back for the big kick? Looking to go a bit short, goes in for the torpedo. He's dropped it in at about the 5-metre area here, and it's all Essendon. Danaher has taken about 5 marks this quarter, gets it out towards his brother, Anthony.
Peter Curran, you're right.
Danaher now, long hand pass out to Hurd, sets up the loose man. Hurd goes in towards Bomber Thompson, evades Dippy Domenico's tackle, swings onto his natural left boot, kicks up towards half forward. Walsh couldn't take the mark, coming through was Hurd. Good strong play, kicks it on. It's over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in about 40 metres around from the Essendon goal.
That move forward there started with Terry Danaher right back in the square with an excellent mark with Hawthorn players all around him.
23 minutes gone. Deere, Izzard goes in, tackled by Tuck. Thompson goes in over the top. Platten remonstrates, and the umpire's picked out a free kick against Thompson for jumping into the back of Tuck.
Tuck now, he was having a shot at goal a moment ago. Now he's in defence and puts the ball back towards the wing position. Dermot Brereton's in front, but it's all Essendon. Over the back is Simon Madden, and he's marked extremely well today. Kicks forward and finds O'Donnell on the half-forward flank. He slowly walks around his opponents and then gets the ball in the direction of Williams. Williams is met head-on there by Collins, pushed to the ground. Will he be paid the free kick? No, it's a ball up.
Unfortunate that handball was smothered from Gary O'Donnell. He was moving in a very good position to kick a goal and perhaps took the wrong option.
Spencer can't take the tap. Tuck, handballs. Finally comes out to Ayres. Ayres coming off half-back, kicks out towards Curran. The ball's too wide, and it'll be a throw in about...
Carried away there, he's about 30 metres onto the ground.
Minute of play left in the second quarter. Madden gets the tap. Curran, good play, gets through the pack. Snap over his shoulder. Could bounce through, hits the post.
Great effort there by Curran. Here's that man against Simon Madden. No wonder they use his marks all the time. He's taken a half a dozen as Hurd gets the ball.
Hurd up towards Keane. Keane, who's moved well since coming off the half-back line, kicks in towards the pocket. Danaher can't get there in time. It's over the line and out of bounds, and so far it's been a pretty scrappy play in this second quarter, Kevin.
Yes, I think that the Essendon team has decided that they're going to really put their heads down and work hard, and that's there's a lot more pressure on players.
Spencer from behind, the kick smothered by Williams. Taps back, looking for Keane. Over the head, coming through is Abbott. Abbott's kick up towards the wing position. Only about 5 seconds left in this quarter as the ball goes over the line and out of bounds.
And so at half-time the score is Hawthorn, 11-10-76 to Essendon, 6-4-40. In the first quarter, we saw 15 goals. In the second quarter, a mere 2 goals. Dixon has kicked 4.
Would have made a greater contribution than Ron, and I wish him well. And thanks for him and everybody else for the contribution you've made, Ron. Well done.
Thanks, Greg, and back to Tony Banks for the second half for the Aussie Bowl 87.
OK, they're into play now, and Essendon are into attack, but he's punched it straight in the direction of Robert Dipier-Domenico. Dipier-Domenico kicks long. Dixon, that man Dixon, pushes the ball over the boundary line. Slight altercation there. Dixon has had a marvellous game. Helicopter pilot he is, a very smart young man. He also spends the off-season helping refugees in Manila. So an amazing young footballer playing at his first game for the Hawthorn Football Club. Throw in now. Ball on the bottom of the pack, and the umpire, Ian Clayton, comes in, and I think he's going to ball it up. Clayton gets up. 36 points the difference. Third quarter, the Aussie Bowl at Yokohama Stadium. Greg Deere. Madden gets the tap. Ball smothered. Tapped on again by Madden. This time it's Anthony Danaher. He's going to look for Walsh, and he's found Walsh. Walsh takes a good mark in front of Ayres. A long way out of goal. Several leads been made here. He's found one. No. 3 players. It lands between 3 of them. Push in the back there to Izzard. No. He taps on further. Dipier-Domenico balks 3 Essendon players and gets the tap on over towards Platten.
Platten now puts Hawthorn into attack, and Dermot Brereton, about 5 yards in front of Terry Danaher, takes an easy mark. Kicks long up towards the square. Curran flies high from behind a bit early. Almost took the mark. Play on, says the umpire. Going in hard was Morrissey. Comes back to Ed Considine for the Essendon side, who kicks out towards Nick Walsh with the left foot and finds him with a good pass.
And the ball now on the half-back flank. Walsh goes to the centre of the ground. Ball to ground. Goes through to Bomber Thompson. Thompson. There's 2 Hawthorn players, 1 Essendon. The man in front is Collins. Izzard beats him. Can he beat Ayres? He gets boot to ball. Out of bounds on the full.
Good fighting effort from Alan Izzard then. Outnumbered down there 2-1, and worked hard to even keep the ball in the forward line.
36 points the difference. Hawthorn lead the Aussie Bowl 87. The defending champions is Gary Ayres. Kicks out towards centre half back for the Hawthorn side. Deere up high. Dixon from behind. Comes to the ground. Chris Danaher picks up. Swings onto the left boot. Kicks forward. Once again, Izzard's out 2-1. And Ayres uses his strength to take a strong mark.
Impossible situation for Alan Izzard there.
Ayres goes and finds Tuck on the half-back flank. He's got 2 players running. He decides to go towards the centre half-back position and set it up somewhere else. Bacanara over the back and a ripper.
Terrific mark from Gary Bacanara there, judging the man in front very well.
Bacanara now goes forward. He's looking for Brereton. One hand up. He's not going to mark it that way. Out comes Duckworth. He gets the boot to ball. Looks for Walsh. Walsh puts one arm up and traps it. He's on the wing position.
Now Walsh kicking forward as Salmon has gone off the ground with what appeared to be a hamstring injury. So it's Izzard flying once again. Ayres uses his strength, gets his body in front and takes the free kick for in the back. That's the 3rd time that's happened. And bad news for the Bombers with Salmon going off the ground.
Bad news in that he's kicked several goals for Essendon. He's kicked 3 and kept them in the match. OK, Collins gets a kick on here, and he's going to find the boundary line. Bounces just inside the boundary line, about 60 metres around from Essendon's goal. We've got Spencer at full forward. He's on Abbott in the ruck. Simon Madden, Greg Deere. Madden uses his body well. Coming through as Chris Danaher. Gets it over towards Kane, and it's over the line again.
Same score line at half-time now, 6-4-40 to 11-10-76. Throw in out of side. Considine over the back. Izzard drops it. Keane on the bottom of the pack, and there'll be a ball up about 50 metres out from goal. So, Kevin, very important for the Bombers to get off to a good start here and get a couple of quick goals on the board.
Certainly is, Eddie, and hopefully they can keep the hard work going. Just bottling it up for a little while to try and prevent Hawthorn's running game, which they seem to do so effectively.
Play bottled up on the outer side half-forward flank for the Bombers. Another throw in, 3rd in a row. Madden and Deere. Deere gets the tap. Williams' kick is smothered. Considine goes in, and once again there'll be a throw in.
Hawthorn, the defending champions in the Aussie Bowl. They beat Carlton last year, and at this stage, they're well and truly in front of Essendon. 20-minute quarters, the last two. Time may run out for Essendon unless they can get amongst it. It's hit towards the boundary line. We've had it out of bounds here 5 times. We've wasted 5 minutes, and Essendon need goals.
The umpire remonstrating with Darren Williams there over the over wasting time, handballing the ball away in frustration.
So once again, it'll be Big Greg Deere and Simon Madden doing battle. Deere this time gets a good fist away. Dixon coming through, pushes it forward. Whitman now, dashing play, handballs onto Curran. Curran onto Dixon was a bad handball. Good play by Whitman to back up, swings onto the left boot, kicks up forward. Buckenara's pushed in the back and the umpire's picked it out. In fact, he's picked out another free kick and there'll be a free kick to Hamilton. So Buckenara was pushed into Hamilton. Umpire didn't see that one. Hamilton clears for the Essendon side.
Kane gets a hand pass over towards 3 or 4 Hawthorn players. Fumble there by Platten. Platten gets the left boot to ball. It's going deep into the pocket. Will it go over the line? Brereton rides Hamilton. Hamilton will get the free kick because it's out on the full.
Terry Danaher, the Essendon skipper. Put a big hoof into the ball here. Clear the ball out towards the half-back line. Simon Madden sets himself in between Curran and Deere. Ball's forced over the line once again and out of bounds.
Very overcast here at Yokohama Stadium. The lights are burning. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Tokyo, but extremely dark now as Essendon push the ball forward. Yolan Keeble balks his way around an Essendon opponent, gets the kick in towards the centre of the ground. Pritchard high. Good mark.
Strong mark there to Pritchard. Quickly plays on, handballs to Ayres. Good play by Ayres, finds space. A high kick up towards the pocket position. Brereton pushes and shoves. Danaher picks up. Handballs back to Hamilton's a bad one. Umpire says the ball was still in play as Morrissey knocked it away and there'll be a throw in about 10 metres around from the goal.
A little bit tired, Essendon, Kevin.
Perhaps I think that point I made earlier about the match practice may be telling a little on Essendon. Hawthorn are probably fitter in that area because they've played more recently.
Morrissey has a left foot snap, just misses. Opportunities.
48 points the difference. Hawthorn in the lead as Dipier Domenico takes another mark. Comes out wide. Pritchard, who kicked a beautiful goal moments ago, controls the ball well, gets it over to Collins. Collins decides to go through the centre of the ground. Good tackle by Chris Danaher, knocked the ball out of his hands. Coming through well there was Keane for the Bombers. Nick Walsh leads the race for the ball. Has plenty of time to pick up, ducks underneath a tackle. It's caught, play on says the umpire. As Condon comes through and knocks the ball over the line for the Hawthorn side.
Well, they tried to do a little bit too much then, I think. Collins, a bit too clever to throw in now, about 50 metres, 40 metres around from the Essendon goal. In front, Simon Madden. Behind is Greg Deere. The ball's on the bottom of the pack. Chris Danaher gets it out. Platten taps on. Abbott gets the ball here now and kicks towards the half-forward line. Good strong marks or the free kick. One or both has got to be paid. Spencer's got the ball.
Dermot Brereton coming through very solidly there. The obvious free kick for around the net.
Spencer goes short towards Thompson. Bombers lacking a lot of drive up at full forward as Thompson kicks up in that direction. Just as you say that, Simon Madden drops back. They certainly need some height from the ruckman coming back there and takes a strong mark.
Yeah, Simon needs to be back there. I think we need a bit of height so that the ball can be kicked long and the small men such as Darren Williams and Alan Izard can take the crumb.
He's only had 5 marks, but goodness gracious, every single one of them have been beauties. The kick, left foot, guided straight through the middle for a goal. Essendon badly needed. Back in the centre of the ground now, Platten. That was his 10th kick for that goal as the Essendon side go forward. Nick Walsh now with a chance. Left foot. No, centres it. Who's he found? Abbott. Abbott marks in front of Izard. Not play on. Going to be 15 metres here. Izzard still trailing Abbott up. He tries to tackle him. Abbott goes for the kick now, kicks to the centre of the ground, straight to Daisy Williams.
So Daisy Williams now kicks long. Wobbly kick up towards Simon Madden. Good play there to Collins to shepherd out Madden, allow Abbott to come in and take the mark.
Well, Abbott certainly lifted his game since Salmon A went off the ground and B had that very good first quarter where he kicked 3 goals. Abbott has played very, very well in defence since then.
Good strong play from Bomber Thompson there, using his body. The ball was moving out and really had to be slowed down.
Schwab's high kick up towards half forward. Brereton flies high. A big pack sets itself. Hurd with the handball out towards Spencer. He's tackled solidly. Comes down to Curran. So the Hawks move on to 14-12-96. They lead Essendon 7-5, 47 by 49 points. And we've got about 3 minutes left in this third quarter.
Okay, Essendon get it away now through Williams. Williams gives it back in the direction of Duckworth. Duckworth goes to the centre of the ground. Simon Madden goes there, tries for the tap behind. Here's a chance for Bomber Thompson. Gets the hand pass over to Walsh. This is the best football displayed by Essendon for a long time as he puts it through.
Excellent play from Simon Madden there, tapping the ball on. And on this occasion, the Essendon players running by to pick up the crumb. As you can see there, Nick Walsh, very good kick of the ball on either foot, and all resulting from a good tap on from Simon Madden.
Clayton now in the middle of the ground to bounce. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Essendon need Clayton for a moment.
Hawthorn come out of the centre once again, and Buckenara, with all the time in the world, lines up from about 45 metres out from goal. This time he's well offline, in fact over the line and out of bounds. So a wasted opportunity there for Hawthorn, but one of the very few that they've wasted today.
With about 20 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Hawthorn team well and truly on top, 15-12, 102 to Essendon 8-5, 53 as he kicks out towards Simon Madden, pushed in the back there by Paul Deere. The experience of Madden gets the ball on the half-back flank, and he will clear. With 5 seconds to go, the Bombers aren't going to score. He kicks in towards the centre of the ground, over the back there. There's the siren. Three-quarter time at Yokohama Stadium.
Trail by 49 points. Madden to Izzard, straight into attack the Bombers. High kick up forward, but once again, strong in defence is Gary Ayres, who's been a great play today. Ayres plays on straight away, kicks out wide towards the outer side. Condon under the ball takes a strong mark.
Good play, gets the hand pass over to Platten. He's gone for 1 bounce, 2 bounces, opens it up, kicks it in towards the full forward position. Brereton's there, can't get the ball. Tapped away there by Hamilton. In the pocket, O'Donnell through very cleverly. Grabbed by Pritchard, no free kick paid, over the line, and a ball in.
Hamilton doing quite a good job actually on Brereton. He's been knocking the ball away, and Dermot's such a hard player to play on.
Throw in here Paul Deere and Simon Madden as the ball is picked up here by Buckenara. Buckenara kicks in towards Morrissey. Terry Danaher in front, held, no free kick, through for a point, rushed.
That's till three-quarter time. Hawthorn 113 kicks, Essendon 101. Marks 38 to 35, so pretty even there. Free kicks 16 to 14, handballs 34 to 40. Hit-outs 19 to 25, Essendon leading, so Simon Madden doing a bit in the centre bounces, and 25 scoring shots to 13.
After the free kick, Duckworth kicks it towards the centre of the ground, but it's punched away. Hawthorn into attack. Buckenara, he's tagged, gets the hand pass out. Watson's there, he's too slow. Boot the ball though. Good play. Dipier Domenico in the centre of the ground. Brushes off one, grabbed by a second, gives it to Condon. Condon is in all trouble. There's 3 or 4 players grabbed him, and the free kick should have been paid against him. He had all the time in the world to get rid of it.
That's right, there should have been a free kick there. It's good tackling on the part of the Essendon players, and on this occasion, it wasn't rewarded.
Well, Robert Dipier Domenico not too happy with the decision either. I think he wanted the ball to go the other way, though.
Might have wanted it to go the other way, but Condon had plenty of time to get rid of it. The ball up, tapped out there by Madden, further out towards the wing position now, leading is Considine, taps it on in front of him once, gathers it the second time, hands it over to Walsh, and Walsh gets it towards Danaher.
Long kick forward by Tony Danaher. Spencer underneath the ball takes a strong mark. Great mark there to Trevor Spencer.
Great mark, yes. Manoeuvred himself very well into position, and Abbott is a big boy, and Trevor, I suppose, is around about the same size, but on that occasion using his body better.
So Spencer, recruited from Queensland initially, lines up. The Bombers trail by 50 points. Drop punt is sliced off the boot and just sneaks in for one behind. So another missed opportunity by the Bombers. Spencer shakes his head. Well, may he should.
Kevin Sheedy would be shaking his head too in the coaching box. He wouldn't have been happy with that effort because Essendon need a goal. There's 17 minutes to go in this match, and the ball is in the hands of Michael Tuck, who recovered from a very heavy knock in the first few moments of the match. He kicks it short. Madden is in front, gets the tap out here. It's gone to O'Donnell. O'Donnell plays on, onto the left boot. Kicks it back towards Nick Walsh. Walsh marks in the pocket and brushes off his opponent. Ayres wears him like a... very closely, I know that.
Well, Kevin, you must be pretty happy with some of the Essendon younger players. Walsh has played well. Considine's been a good player. Keane at times. O'Donnell flashing into play.
It's yeah, it's very promising for the future, I think. Excellent passing forward from Gary O'Donnell then to Nick Walsh.
Well, Walsh's kick doesn't quite make the distance. It's touched through for a behind, and the Bombers go to 8-7-55. They'll trail Hawthorn 15-13, 103.
Okay, we're waiting for the ball now to come back into play with 16 minutes to go, and the Aussie bowl at Yokohama Stadium. A short kick finds Collins. Hawthorn can afford to settle things down because they're doing it easily. Schwab further out, goes for the wing, and he's going to find Curran. Curran, well judged mark. He goes short and looks for Platten. Platten all on his own, can play up and line up, but he doesn't. He's kicked it to the forward position. Brerett's in front. Good judgment there by the Essendon player. I thought he manoeuvred Barrett now, but he's gone to ground. He must have got a bit of a bump there, Eddie.
Yes, Hamilton used his body well. I think he got a kick in the shin there as Dermott tried to take the mark. There's certainly nothing untoward there. Throw it in the pocket, Madden up high. Doesn't get an effective tap. Williams punches it further afield. Going in well there is Condon. Condon's long hand passes towards Buckenara. He's tackled by Watson. Players diving in on the ball. Keane underneath the pack. Finally comes out to Wallace, who's on the ground for the Bombers. His kick smothered. A lot of pressure there, and the umpire's picked out a free kick to clear play. The free kick will go to Bomber Thompson.
So Thompson now on the half-back flank. Looks for the hand pass, decides on the kick. Centre of the ground. Walsh is pushed out of the road quite comfortably by Schwab. The umpire didn't see it, Carey. Dipier Domenico goes for the flank. Collides with the boundary umpire and puts him into the fence. What's the decision, umpire? Holds his head.
I think it'll be out of bounds on the full, Tony.
Yeah, both of them. Timmy Watson's got the ball. He wants to kick it. Kicks a beautiful kick in towards... Oh, Spencer rides the pack far too early, but it goes to ground. Duckworth has a shot. Long, wide and handsome.
So another missed opportunity by Essendon. Duckworth having a blind shot. They've kicked 3 points straight this quarter. Danaher sets himself, can't take the mark. Platten tries to kick with a banana kick out towards Pritchard and finds him. A bit lucky in that occasion. Pritchard's hand pass onto Condon set him up, but he did well. Over to Paul Deere. Deere inside towards Buckenara. Umpire pays the mark. It didn't look like it went 10 metres. But Buckenara will line up from about 45 metres out from goal.
At the moment, Hawthorn seem to have the happy knack of even under pressure when they handball or kick, it seems to land in the arms of one of their teammates.
Buckenara's kick drops short up high. Madden, great mark.
He's taken some wonderful marks today, Simon Madden, and the applause from about 16 to 20,000 Japanese rings in his ears as he hand passes.
He has to go back over the mark on this occasion once again. Once he's stepped over the goal line, he's given 5 yards by the umpire, but then he has to kick the ball over the mark.
I'm sure that explanation wouldn't go down too well with the Japanese. I think they've been taking the mickey out of the players out there today. Certainly Dermott Brereton, they said he owned a boutique, and he was also a beautician. Went down pretty well with the Japanese.
Jenke through half forward now, lines up for the Hawks and puts it straight through the centre. So Essendon muck around when they go forward. Hawthorn have one chance and put it straight through the centre.
There is just one thing. What do we do if we run out of money? Well, you just get some help from the bank, don't you? A bank? Out there? Which bank?
Hawthorn at this stage are just getting those balls off the pack, and on that occasion a goal resulted.
Tuck off the ground, Scott McGuinness on. He goes to full forward, bounced by Carey. It's Chris Danaher with the ball now, putting Essendon into attack. He's found Thompson, about 45 to 50 metres out. He's not going to waste any time. Goes onto the left foot. Essendon need goals. This is one of them. Okay, there's the tap down. It finds Bacanara, possibly the best player on the ground. He's certainly seen the game right out. He's had 20-odd kicks. Pritchard there had a shot offline, 1 point. Hawthorn peppering the goal. Essendon wondering when it's all going to end. Come out and find Kane. Kane gets it back towards Hamilton. What's he going to do with it? See, he could have ran straight up the corridor, but no. He's balking around. He's got no one to kick it to. He nearly had the ball smothered, and he's kicked it onto the wing. There it is, a great mark by Danaher, and he had 3 opponents. He did well.
Paul Hamilton looking for someone to kick it to on that occasion, trying to get the running game going, but to no avail.
Danaher's kick finds another player who's been a star in the air today in Simon Madden. So the Essendon veterans there, Danaher and Madden combining. The Bombers 10-8-68 trail Hawthorn 20 goals.